I'm Senator Ed Markey. I'm just so excited to join you for the American Federation of School Administrators Triennial Convention and to deliver a message of gratitude for the critical work that principals, vice principals, school leaders have done over the past 2 years to keep our education system functioning. I want to give a special shout out to Dominic, the president of the Boston chapter of AFSA, and for all of his members. We are just so grateful for your tireless work for Massachusetts students. I also want to recognize Ernest Logan, who took over as AFSA president 4 years ago and has guided the organization through one of its most difficult periods, and you've done a great job. And I'm also personally thankful for all of your partnership on a program near and dear to my heart and to the hearts of many at this convention, the Emergency Connectivity Fund. Thanks to the support of AFSA and so many educators here and across the country, we created the Emergency Connectivity Fund. I led on that effort in order to get $7 billion in order to ensure that we're able to provide for the schools and libraries to connect students and educators with the devices and internet access they need to succeed. And that includes over $65 million in funding for Massachusetts schools and libraries. And obviously, the results speak for themselves. Since it began in June of just last year, the Emergency Fund has provided over 11 million connected devices and 5 million broadband connections to students and educators across the country. 10,000 schools, 900 libraries, and most impressive, 12.7 million students. So this is a transformational program. The funding has brought us ever closer. Thank you for all of the work which you do every single day with Congresswoman Grace Meng. We're fighting for $8 billion a year in order to make sure that we provide that funding. We're running out of money. We need to replenish it. We need to make sure you all get the tools which you need to provide for those most in need. And we know who they are. They're black, they're brown, they're immigrant children. That is who you are serving. That is who we have to make sure do not wind up with a homework gap that winds up with an opportunity gap in terms of their future. That is our responsibility. I authored the E-rate program back in 1996. That has now provided $60 billion worth of funding. We need even more funding now. We need even more funding. We have to take care of kids, so make sure that they don't have to sit in a mall parking lot in order to get that store's internet connection. We have to make sure that everyone is given equal access to the technologies which they need in order to learn in our country. So you do the job every single day. You make sure that the disadvantaged students don't lose their opportunities. We have to make sure they have the new connectivity and devices, and we can't allow them not to get it because Washington was too slow, too distracted. That's what I'm doing. I'm leading in order to get that extra money, trying to organize a coalition with up to 70 of my colleagues here to ensure that funding is increased as the years go by. So thank you all so much for everything you do every single day. You are truly doing God's work here on earth. We have to continue to do it until this pandemic is over and beyond. Thank you.